RW Podcasts. Old man is back. He is here with another one. He's here late at night in the dungeon, and it's fine by me because there's never a bad time to do a random mass daily match review. And we got a good one here. We got a nice one. In fact, it is 3 times as nice because we got a triple threat match between Adam Cole, Zack Sabre Jr., and Christopher Daniels. This match took place This match took place under the What Culture Professional Wrestling umbrella, WCPW. The show was called Bulletproof. It's for Bulletproof Champion. The show was called Bulletproof Championship Showdown. The event and the match took place on March 20th, 2017. And this match originally was supposed to be just a singles match between Adam Cole and Zack Sabre Jr. And I'm not familiar with the story of how these guys were fighting to begin with. And it turned into the triple threat, and I'll get into the reasons for that a little bit later. So let's go to the introductions. We have the first man to come out is our good old leader of the Bullet Club, the only 3-time Ring of Honor champion. He is... And he comes out and he has a bandage on his head, and I'm not really sure what that's about. We'll find out soon enough. The next man to come out is Zack Sabre Jr. And good lord, I gotta say, man, I mean, how many belts does anybody need to have, right? So he has 3 championships right now. Zack Sabre is a triple champion. And I'm not talking about like a tag team title here. Just like in a secondary title here. I'm talking about these belts are legitly the top of the top of companies' championships. He's like their main guy. He has them stacked on his waist up his chest. So they're stacked all the way from his chest or his waist to his friggin' neck, it seems like. So he is not only the Evolve champion, he is the RPW British Heavyweight Champion and the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. God damn, this guy friggin' this guy's super good. Obviously, I mean the belts prove it. So like, what are we gonna call him? Like a Sabre 3, Sabre 3 straps, Zachary tri-titles, Sabre 3 belts. I mean, I don't know. Ask the WWE creative; they'll probably think of something nice. So after Sabre Jr. gets his introduction, Adam Cole gets everybody's attention with the microphone. And he says that since he had surgery on his to remove his cyst from his forehead, he's just gonna. He decided that he was just gonna show up, show his face, get his payday, wave and smile, and say goodnight. But Adam Blampied of What Culture decided to have come out and say So Blampied says, since Cody Rhodes wasn't able to make it, there was a new player in town, and he is the one and only Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels is the Ring of Honor champion. He gets a great pop when he comes out. So when this is the best part because Adam Cole's trying to get out of the match. So listen to this. So Adam Blampied goes back on the mic after Daniels gets to the ring and declares that this match is a triple threat and is for the Ring of Honor title. And that gets Adam Cole's attention. A cool little moment was Sabre gets in Daniels' face with his belts, and Daniels says, fuck off with that shit. This match is for the Ring of Honor title, and he holds it up. And as if to say to Sabre, put those little toys away. We don't need them right now. No, they're not important. I got the important title. Okay, so suddenly Adam Cole is ready. Zack Sabre Jr. is ready. Christopher Daniels is ready. This crowd is ready. I'm gonna crack a beer, and I'm gonna ask the ref to ring the bell, and here we go. So we get a following angel chant right off the bat. Adam Cole decides not to participate in the Code of Honor. Let's see here. Cole draws first blood with kicks to both Daniels and Sabre. Sabre hits Cole with a few European uppercuts. Both Zack Sabre Jr. and Daniels take turns punching Adam Cole, so he's being pretty much like a punching bag, and they just go back and forth. It's kind of funny. Daniels and Sabre hit a double elbow to Cole, and Cole bumps to the floor. We get our first standoff between Sabre and Daniels. We get a Fallen Angel chant. We get a Zack Sabre Jr. chant. Both guys lock up. They're jockeying for position, and there's some good chain wrestling, some reversals, and that leads to a second standoff. We get another lockup. Sabre puts on a move that the commentator calls a cravat. It's like he has his forearms over the carotid arteries of Daniels, and you can see Daniels' head starts to turn red a little bit. And I guess it's one of those moves where you're gonna cut off the blood flow of everything, or cut off the blood flow to the brain. So it's called a cravat. So I learned something today. Sabre releases that hold, and they jockey for position with a variety of submissions, but both men keep reversing out of them, and we get a third standoff. Cole climbs up on the apron, and both Daniels and Sabre knock him back off it. We get another lockup into a side headlock by Sabre. Fallen Angel chant breaks out. Daniels whips Sabre off the ropes and drops down, and then teabag. And then he leapfrogs Sabre, but Sabre locks in a rear waist lock on Daniels. Daniels escapes with a wrist lock and whips Sabre into a corner. Yes, I know I said teabags. I'm sorry. Daniels charges Sabre, but Sabre crawls between Daniels' legs. Sabre then rolls up Daniels for a 2 count. Nice little spot there. Sabre hits Daniels with a European uppercut. Sabre goes back to the cravat, but Cole jumps Sabre from behind with a forearm. Cole executes a nice backbreaker onto Daniels, and then Cole will push Daniels out of the ring. So now we got Cole and Sabre in the ring. Cole puts Sabre into the corner and kicks Sabre a few times. This color commentator really does not like Adam Cole. He's like, this guy's ridiculous. This guy's a joke. He has too much swagger. In fact, there was like a little, probably a kayfabe story, but where he would say that, when Adam Cole was younger, he would stick around and talk to people and sit up the ring and take down the ring. And now he's like, he just walks past me. Aw, I'm so sorry. Anyway, we get this from the crowd, and I'm sorry, from Adam Cole. Cole whips Sabre from one corner to the opposite corner. Cole charges and eats a back elbow. Sabre to Brett's throat. Cole just runs up to Sabre and pushes Sabre to the floor. Adam Cole goes for his chant again, but gets cut off by Daniels, who snuck up from behind him. And Daniels rolls up. Daniels goes for a roll up off the ropes, but Cole blocks it by grabbing the ropes. Cole charges Daniels and eats a spinning heel kick from Daniels. The color commentator asks, why does Cole need to do the Adam Cole Bebe? Because it's awesome, dude. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, like, it's what he does. And I'm just saying, dude, like, you just got to relax. I don't know what this color commentary is, but he's like, he's a little, I don't know. He's got a little, he's got a little stick up his ass. And, just because he's acting like this, so suck it. All right, so Daniels scoop slams Cole, and then we get another scoop slam to Cole. Sabre runs in, and Daniels scoop slams Sabre on top of Cole. Daniels picks up Cole in an atomic drop position, but instead makes Cole leg drop Sabre. I gotta admit, I thought we're like maybe like 5-6 minutes in, and I thought maybe this match would be a bit of a quicker pace. But it's only 6 minutes in. We got a little ways to go here. Daniels puts Sabre into a corner and whips Sabre into the opposite corner. Daniels charges Sabre. Sabre moves and hits Daniels, and Daniel hits the turnbuckle with his knee first. Or hits the turnbuckle knee first. Sabre hits Daniels with a dragon screw leg whip. Sabre applies an ankle lock to Daniels along with some joint manipulation just for the shits and giggles. And Daniels is selling us like a boss. He's wriggling in pain and grabbing it. He's trying to escape. He's grabbing at Sabre. He can't get out. So Sabre puts in a knee lock on Daniels. Cole walks up to all this and get this. This is great. So Sabre already has an ankle lock and a knee lock on Daniels, and then applies an abdominal stretch to Cole at the same time. Beautiful spot. Crowd pops big. I pop big. That was nice. Sabre releases Cole, but then Cole charges Sabre. Sabre hits Cole with a shoulder to the gut, and then hits Cole with a northernized suplex to Cole for a 2 count. By the way, Sabre still has that knee lock on Daniels. This is good stuff here. Still with the knee lock on Daniels, Sabre goes back to punishing Daniels with an ankle lock, but Cole comes in with a super kick, wham, right to Sabre's face, and Sabre sells to the apron. Cole scoop slams Daniels and then follows it up with an elbow drop for a 2 count. Cole knocks Sabre off the apron. Sabre bumps to the floor. Cole hits Daniels with an elbow to the face. We get a Fallen Angel Adam Cole dual champ. Like it's Fallen Angel Adam Cole, you know, that kind of stuff. Cole is just stalking Daniels. He's looking like a great heel right here. It looks really cool. He just looks like he's ready to kill this guy. Cole with a kick to Daniels' head and then another one. Cole tries to knock Sabre off the apron, but Sabre greets Cole with a shoulder to the gut. Sabre hits a sunset flip on Cole for a 2 count. Daniels schoolboys Cole for a 2 count. Cole super kicks Sabre, wham! Cole super kicks Daniels, wham! The crowd chants Adam Cole, baby. Cole puts up the 2, sweet! Cole whips Sabre into a corner. Cole charges Sabre and scores a forearm to Sabre. And I have to say right now, that's the first guy who's did something when he charged another wrestler. It's the first time anyone who's gotten charged into got hit. And that'll come up a lot. I make jokes about the rest of the way. And Cole's in the ring right now with his swaggers on. He's loving life right now. He's happy as a clam. Both of his opponents are down on the mat. Life is good. Okay. So Cole picks up Daniels into a corner, but Daniels reverses Cole into the corner. Daniels charges Cole, and at this point, and Cole backdrops Daniels over the top rope to the apron. And I would love to know like the exact success rate of a wrestler charging another wrestler in the corner. It can't be that high. It's like 1 for 5 so far in this match. It's a little ridiculous. At one point, why would you keep charging wrestlers? Anyway. So Daniels gets backed up over the top rope into the apron. Sabre charges Cole, and Cole kicks Sabre in the gut. See what I mean? Cole climbs up the breadth rope and focuses on Sabre, and that enables Daniels to sneak up on Cole and nail Cole with an enziguri, wham, right to the back of the head. Daniels climbs up to join Cole on Brett's rope and applies an abdominal stretch on Brett's rope. Sabre hops up and punches Daniels in the face. Daniels breaks the hold, and Cole bumps to the mat. Zack Sabre Jr. chant breaks out. Sabre climbs up the Brett's rope and attempts a superplex, but Daniels blocks it. Sabre does some joint manipulation to Daniels' hand and arm. Then we get Cole hitting a Tower of Doom spot on Daniels and Sabre. Even though it's a contrived move, it's still, I guess, a little cool. I'm not the biggest fan of contrived moves, but if it's not done to excess, I'm actually okay with it. There are worse ones. Cole hits Sabre with a few forearms and then blows a kiss at Sabre, runs the ropes and gets nailed with a back elbow from Sabre. Cole recovers and hits Sabre with a running kick to Sabre's jaw. Cole runs the ropes, ducks a lariat from Sabre, misses a side kick to Sabre, and then they both hit each other with forearms. And then out of nowhere, Daniels crushes both Sabre and Cole with a huge clothesline. Wham! All right, so Daniels is firing up now. Daniels clothesline Zack Sabre. Daniels axe handles Cole. Daniels hits both Sabre and Cole with elbows to the face. Dole whips Sabre off the ropes, but Sabre reverses Daniels into Cole, and wham! Daniels nails Cole with this nice little takedown slam. I don't know what you call it. Nice pop for Daniels, and rightfully so. He's in the ring. He's the only guy standing up. Daniels picks up Cole in a fireman's carry and uses Cole's legs to knock Sabre to the mat. Daniels hits Cole with a Death Valley driver for 1, 2, and no. Adam Cole Bebe decides to not get pinned here. Daniels signals for Angel's Wings, but Zack Sabre hits a running forearm uppercut to stop the move. Sabre with another European uppercut to Daniels, and then another one. Daniels bumps into a corner. Sabre runs from the opposite corner and charges Daniels. Daniels dodges, and dodges a clothesline from Daniel. Sabre runs from the opposite corner and charges Daniels, and then has to dodge a clothesline from Daniels. Sabre then applies an octopus to Daniels. And Cole says, "Fuck that," and super kicks Sabre right in the face, breaking the hold. All right, so right now the ROH title, the Ring of Honor title is on the line. I mean, everyone's starting to pull out all the stops here. They're doing their best moves, they're doing their high impact moves, and Cole's showing that he's the heel in the right place. Good stuff. Cole clotheslines Daniels over the top rope and measures, and then wham, nails Sabre with a Shining Wizard. 1, 2, Sabre says, "No way, not yet." Cole pulls down the knee pad and then runs the ropes, and wham, friggin' another Shining Wizard to Sabre. Again, Cole goes for the 1, the 2, and no way, not yet. Cole can't believe it. Cole had to believe that was it, but nope, not yet. We still wrestle on. Cole thinks he's got Zack Sabre right where he wants and points the little Bullet Club gun thing at him. I guess that's what that is. And then as he's stalking Sabre, and he does a little slit throat gesture. He's like, "This is over. This is it." So Cole picks up Sabre, puts a waist lock on him, but Sabre manages to put a victory roll on the Cole for a 2 count. Sabre charges at Cole, but Cole responds with a kick to the gut. Come on, Sabre, stop charging. Maybe you should start using cash. This is ridiculous. Cole runs the ropes, but a prone Sabre grabs Cole and puts Cole in a knee bar. Christopher Daniels, again from out of nowhere, hits Sabre with this beautiful springboard moonsault. Crowd pops huge, and rightfully so. It looked outstanding. Fallen angel chant starts. Beer is good. Daniels attempts Angel's wings, but Sabre reverses it into an octopus with some joint manipulation to boot. Daniels reaches the ropes to break the hold. Daniels reaches the ropes to break the hold, but Sabre continues to punish Daniels' hurt arm. Sabre hits Daniels with a few forearm strikes, but Daniels dodges a fourth one, and Daniels nails Sabre with an Uranagi. Daniels calls for the best moonsault ever, and then attempts the best moonsault ever, but somehow, some way, Sabre blocks it and turns it into a triangle chokehold. Unfortunately for Sabre, he doesn't have the move fully locked in. Either way, beautiful transition, good stuff. Great match. I'm loving this shit. From out of nowhere, Cole borrows his Young Buck buddy's favorite move and nails both Sabre and Daniels with super kicks. Cole measures Daniels and attempts a Canadian Destroyer, but Daniels counters with a backdrop. Sabre crushes Cole with a penalty kick. Daniels destroys Sabre Jr. with an Angel's Wings on top of Cole. Daniels throws Zack Sabre out of the ring, and at 14:49, we get the 1, the 2, and the 3, and Daniels pins Cole and retains his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. The crowd goes nuts. Excellent stuff. All right, so after the bell, Daniels is celebrating a little bit, holding his belt up, acknowledging the crowd, and he turns and sees Sabre is up by the entrance and says he beckons Sabre to come into the ring. Sabre is a little hesitant, but eventually does, and the two of them shake hands and hug it out. And by the way, you see Daniels is gesturing with his hand like he's like doing "We can go mano a mano" at some point for the belt, and so that would be a cool match to watch down the line. I don't know if it ever happened. And then we cut to black. All right, so I'm not. You all may be surprised about the rating I'm going to give this. It's not terrible. It's not the best, but I mean, I'm just saying you might be surprised. Okay, so very nice. This is a very nice impromptu 3-way dance for the Ring of Honor title. All three of these guys were so smooth and crisp in the ring, and like there was not one move out of place. It makes me wonder how much of it is in the ring and how much of it they talk about in the back. How much of it is just like natural muscle memory. I don't know. I mean, that's why I don't do it and they do. There's great spots and transitions. There was no dead space in this match. Like as far as I know, unless somebody was selling, they were all moving. Good stuff. The only real story in this match was Cole's and Daniels' rivalry. 10 days prior to this match, Cole won the Ring of Honor title from Cole. So Cole's he's probably a little butthurt about it still. In fact, I mean, at the beginning of the match, Cole wasn't going to wrestle until he found out Daniels put the Ring of Honor title on the line. So, good heel stuff there. But I'm not sure why Cole and Sabre Jr. were going to wrestle in the first place, but maybe it doesn't matter. Just maybe it was supposed to be a match that was scheduled, and maybe the Ring of Honor title was going to be on the line, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Speaking of Cole's heel work, I love his heel work. He's so good. He's so good at making people hate him. But he still has that way of making you have to respect him. You don't have to like him, but you can hate him all you want, but you still have to have the respect because he knows how to win matches. He's won the big matches. I mean, he's a 3-time Ring of Honor champion, and his work going forward in NXT was even better. I hope he avoids the main roster and stays at NXT, but I don't know. We'll see. In this match, he had the look and intensity of a heel. I mean, he's dealing with the injury, but he decided to go through work through the injury to win the Ring of Honor title, which makes sense. I would do that too. But he had the look and intensity of a heel too. The snarls on his face, his facials were good. He was, instead of like in wrestling, really, he was the guy who was just brawling. He was kicking. He was hitting forearms, and I don't know if he did any real wrestling moves in the match that I remember. If they did, it was few and far between. So like while the other guys wrestled, put moves and spots and sequences, he brawled. He had the attitude. He had the swagger. He had the sneak attacks for the most part. And like I said, not to mention he wasn't going to wrestle until he had the opportunity. So he's an opportunistic heel. Good stuff by Adam Cole. Daniels was the babyface overcoming an obstacle, and that played perfect considering that he put the title on the line. But he's also facing two guys in a triple threat match, and he's not even the hometown guy. And I'll get to that in a second. He fought from underneath most of the match. He was the guy locked into the submission holds by Zack Sabre Jr., or he was the victim of some sneak attacks by Cole. Let's see here. Where was I at? Yeah. So, yeah, he was just, I'm sorry. I mean, like I said, he did the babyface thing. He put the title on the line. He was vulnerable. And not to mention the crowd popped for him almost every time he did something. It was really outstanding. Which makes it weird for Zack Sabre Jr. in my opinion. I think he was just there. I'm not sure why this match had to be a triple threat. I mean, obviously some guys missing the show was the reason. But I think that, look, I'm sure Zack Sabre Jr. didn't mind. But as far as I'm concerned, he was just there in the match. He was just there to bridge the gap between Cole and Daniels. So it was another Cole's-Daniels match. Zack Sabre's in there to make it a little bit different. Even as the hometown guy, he didn't even really get as much love as Daniels, which is unbelievable because like these British wrestlers get huge pops. I mean, the Will Ospreay match was outstanding. The crowd was just outstanding. They didn't let Ospreay get a minute to where he wasn't hearing his name chanted. So I feel that Zack Sabre Jr. plays second fiddle to the Cole Daniels rivalry. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sabre's great. He has the belts to prove it. He also lucked into the title match. It wasn't supposed to be a title match for him, so like I said, he was just there. So I hope that makes sense to people. Sorry if it sounds confusing, or I'm saying Zack Sabre Jr. didn't contribute in the match. He did. Trust me, he was great. So in conclusion, there wasn't a real story between all three guys, just two of them. I mean, besides going for the Ring of Honor title, I mean that's a given. There was points where selling could have been better. Like there's a lot of times where Sabre would get with a move and he'd get right up, and that stuff this annoys me sometimes. Plus, I think these guys can do better. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if like one or two or all of them at one point would admit that match where they only ran at 70%. And like I said, I'm not saying the match sucked, but it just looked like they were just like moving in slow motion. I was mentioning how slow paced this match could be. Maybe they're working around Cole's injury. I'm not sure, but that makes it intriguing, doesn't it? Could you imagine if this match was occurred at a major event with some hype and and with friggin' some booking along the way, and I mean, could you imagine if these three guys were at a major show with major hype, and they go at it at like say 80%, maybe 90, 100%? Dude, they will blow the roof off any building they're in. I mean, holy shit. It'd be friggin' fantastic. It would be an instant classic. Ugh. So I rated this match a 7 for those reasons. And if that shocks you, I don't know what to tell you. We can discuss it in the comments if you want. Leave comments, suggestions. I don't care. Instant feedback is always good. So I'm going to stop it right here. It was a great match nonetheless. And I'll watch it over and over again. And I will watch this over and over again if it ever pops up on a video feed, or I happen to be watching it with my RW podcast buddies. Yeah, go watch this match. It's outstanding. And I'm going to go finish my beer. I'm going to bed. Talk to you later.